A common theme in the book community is ranking different kinds of tropes. And I've been seeing a lot recently on my TikTok feed, and well, a lot of them are wrong. So here I am today to give you the best ranking of the best tropes there are and give you some recommendations throughout it. So, I'm Jake Grimes, let's get to ranking. So we're gonna start off with a bang. One that you guys might rank pretty highly, but for me...
Wow, this video is off to a great start, already pulling out the puppy dog eyes.
It can be a hit or miss. It's friends to lovers. It's gotta be done really well, otherwise it's just boring. But if I had to recommend some books for this trope, it would be Love in Other Words, Addicted to You, one of my favorites, and People We Meet on Vacation. Now I know most people might put this lower, but for me personally, I would place Forced Proximity in Elite. And I know it has to be written right, but I'm just a sucker for it in real life because what better way is there to get to know someone than being forced to be with them?
Watching this back, this is really creepy. I swear I did not mean to be creepy at all. I'm not a creepy guy, okay?
Some recommendations for this trope is Shatter Me and Twisted Love. Probably one of the most well-known tropes there is, love triangles. But for me, it's going in the section. Not because it's bad, but my reasoning for this is because so often it is done wrong. And it's obvious who the main character is going to end up with. Because who thought Bella was going to end up with Jacob?
Bella! Where the hell have you been, Loka?
And Katniss going to end up with Gale. And it just makes the romance boring. But if you do want a good recommendation for a love triangle, The Inheritance Games is a great book for it. Going to the elite section is Grumpy Sunshine. You know the drill. But bonus points if it's the girl who's the grumpy. Book recommendations for this trope are Twisted Love with a Fine Print and Hot House Flower. Oh, would you look at this? So the dungeon seems to be empty. You know, I think we better fix that, and I have the perfect one for that. Age gap. Send it straight down there. Just put it in the dungeons. I'm not hearing anyone out on this one. I just really don't like it. I don't like reading anything that has this in it either, because most of the times it's students and teachers or professors, and sometimes it's illegal as well. I just don't like it. And you're not getting any book recommendations for this one. Now this next one's gonna tear a lot of your hearts out, because I know a lot of you place this in Written to Perfection. But for me, I'm gonna place it at the top of Hit or Miss. It's Found Family. Now it's not that it's bad, but I feel like I like focusing more on the relationships more than the friendships within a book. But saying this, Six of Crows is a really good recommendation for this trope. So you guys might be feeling a little glum, a little sad because of the last ranking, and I get it. So we gotta boost morale here with the best book trope there is. We'll say it together, ready? 1, 2, 3. Enemies to lovers. Honestly, Written to Perfection, it is one of the best book tropes there is. And I've also added it in as rivals to lovers, but honestly they're both just amazing. If you want a book that is enemies to lovers, you gotta go with my all-time favorite, Cruel Prince. It's just an amazing book. If you're looking for something more rivals to lovers, The Hating Games is perfect for that. And if you want to go back to where it all began, you gotta go back to the classic, the one that writ the blueprint for enemies to lovers, Pride and Prejudice. Going in Hit or Miss is right person, wrong time. And for this to be a good book, it's gotta be heart-wrenching. It's gotta make me cry. I don't want some boring, lame excuse like, oh, commitment issues, or I had to move away. That's boring. I don't want none of that. And if you want some good book recommendations for this trope, you should read The Song of Achilles, The 5 Feet Apart, or The Fault in Our Stars.
Boy, this is hard to watch back. It seems like my brain short-circuited and I couldn't string any words together at this point.
Now this next one, some people might say it's a genre, but I'm putting it as a trope. It's teens and dystopian worlds. I'm talking Maze Runner, Divergent, Hunger Games, an era of great books, and these are written to perfection, and that's where they're going. Now, I'm calling this trope Teens in a Dystopian World Who Save Them. Now this next one, some people might find that as boring or overused, but for me personally, I love it. It is The Chosen One. I find it so cool that one person can just be so insanely special within it. And for this reason, I'm putting it in elite. And for book recommendations, I'm gonna go the obvious route and say the Harry Potter series. Fake dating is one of the staples in romance books, but whenever I get one, I find it predictable and boring, because you know in the end that the two characters fake dating are just gonna end up together, so I'm gonna put it in the S section. But some good book recommendations for this trope are Addicted to You and Better Than the Movies. So there you have it, the correct rankings for the book tropes, and comment down below what your favorite book trope is and if you agree with me. If you don't, you're wrong, because I love reading through all your comments. And that's all. See you later, nerds.